Hey, real life leaders, this is Pastor Cory with you, bringing you Wednesday in the Word. And I've been reading in a book called Victory Over Darkness by Neil Anderson. And one of the chapters is called The Power of Believing the Truth. And it looks into what it looks like to have a victorious Christian life. And so he gives these 20 cans of success. And one of them says, "Why should I fear when the Bible says God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind?" Man, this resonated with me a lot, and I'll get into First or Second Timothy here in a minute. But man, I wish I would have taken this in at a young age. I grew up so afraid of everything. One funny example that my mom likes to remind me of was that I was always too afraid to walk down a 10-foot hallway in broad daylight. I'd always have to ask my siblings to come with me because I was too afraid of what might be behind the door in my own room. And man, that fear carried with me as I got older. That fear turned into insecurities, to fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of loss. And that fear was grabbing hold of me, and it just kept taking hold of my life in ways I didn't even recognize until it was brought out by other people later on. And so the verse is 2 Timothy 1:7, and it says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, of timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." And when I read that today, I thought, man, if only I had not had this spirit of fear. And I'm still learning, but the self-discipline piece, that was, I think, the key for me, because I was taking fear, and it was basically what had come of it was that I was lacking in discipline, and I was lacking in my trust and dependence on God, and I was trusting my own power, my own self. And so just to be able to read that and go, no, I am not a victim of fear, and God hasn't given me a spirit of fear. He's given me a spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline. And self-discipline for me lately has been just trying to get to know God better and disciplining myself in devotion time and spending time with Him. And it's been super powerful, and it's been super revealing and super convicting. And yeah, it's just been awesome, and I love it. And so just to encourage you, if you're struggling with fear right now, especially with all the weirdness happening in the world, not that it hasn't not been weird before, this is a different kind of weird. But I just want to encourage you to look into that verse, look into what you're afraid of, and look into why, and see if it's able to help you grow in your walk and in your trust in God and your dependence on God, to not be afraid and to not worry. So hope you guys are doing good. Looking forward to seeing you more in person, hopefully soon. Love you guys. Bye.